First fight because of the deal his then promoter Murad Muhammad made for him. Tonight
Morales seems to be in a much better zone right now, fighting a guy like Pacquiao.
Out Hector Velasquez with a series of big right hand shots, not his normal
with his right jab or either right hook.
In the last 20 seconds, you saw Pacquiao
when he starts his exchanges, and that's going to be a big factor.
Two hard lefts inside by Pacquiao.
They're sizing each other up in another way right now.
You see Morales landing the straight right hand, and because of the balance of position of Pacquiao.
Pacquiao actually had a 12-5 edge in power connects according to CompuBox.
It's about 50-50.
One thing that would really help Pacquiao to change the fight. Hand by Pacquiao, backs Morales up. And another hard left. Morales home early. Morales comes back with a straight left-handed and tends to do, according to punchers, less damage.
It's his right hand on the side instead of through the center, and there's no defense. The only way to keep Pacquiao through you with all of his weight.
CompuBox numbers in round 2, Morales 20 out of 75.
Be a little unsteady.
Hard right hand by Morales over the top. And a left hook by Morales. He didn't show in the first fight. And a good right hand as he backed away. Again, when they get close to the ropes, Morales
jab effective.
And some people say he won the first fight with his jab, although
it's a good thing that both of these guys have good chins.
They're trading their money punches. And
at the end of his combinations, looks like he's hurt when he's not because his balance is so bad.
Right hand. Don't let him take the initiative. Get away from
Pacquiao 13 out of 67. Morales with an edge in power connects.
If you get hit with a clean shot and you go into the ropes, if you caught upwards in the upper rope.
1-1-1.
Fans will like you better, Larry. Boxes and moves as Raheem did. Morales gets disgusted and says, when Morales effectively picks his shots and then goes back. Well, his nose comes in section. Good round here in the fourth as he continues to drive Pacquiao back. Pacquiao threw 81 laps.
The left jab, right jab of Morales is right now been the most effective.
Defending against that.
Yes, yes. And Pacquiao has gotten away from landing his straight left with his. Pacquiao isn't picking it off. He just has really no defense for it. He just jabs over his shoulder.
As to whether Manny Pacquiao is really a 130-pound fighter. Was he significantly with two right hands? And another one. Manny's firing back and landing, but Morales, who has brought a lot of energy tonight. Perfect 1-2.
That's no small weakness, Emmanuel.
Significantly different an appearance than the first fight. The answer so far is no.
Here you see
the first fight is that Pacquiao is averaging only 3 landed jabs per round now. That's another right hook that Pacquiao follows up immediately. Morales goes back to the jab. Pacquiao.
Adjustment, I was going to say that. Morales comes back again.
Pacquiao's Sunday punch. Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach said, well, that's probably because of the way. No question, Pacquiao has rearranged Morales' nose with
impact. Because Morales is camping.
What a round for Manny Pacquiao. He completely dominated.
It's Morales who has the cut in the middle of.
Erik did win 3 rounds in a row. Rounds 3, 4, and 5. Round 6 was.
Backs Morales off. Here comes the Mexican Warrior again. Morales landed a good job. Erik tries to load up on one big punch and misses. We talked about balance in the past. It's Erik Morales who is wobbling now.
Yes.
As his legs have
time to take their effect and toll on him.
Well, I think it's a little premature, but
Pacquiao is just so strong, so focused, so determined still. And
box count. Erik Morales has taken 50 power shots from the fists up. The word from Morales' corner via interpreter Ray Marvelous Marvin Hagman.
That's the one thing that I'm adamant about. The last
passed it in these past 2.5 rounds.
And his straight left is beginning to find a target.
It's hard for a slugger like Manny to remember. Back in the fight.
Don't jump around so much. Be a little more.
The muscles in a spent position. They're totally fatigued and stretched.
So you got 73, but Pacquiao had the edge in power connects and seemed again to win the round.
Emmanuel,
nose, which is already broken in several places.
Emmanuel, do you think what
could it be the difference between Reyes' gloves and winning gloves?
I don't think the gloves are big after now.
A punch that he overused and didn't land as often as he wanted to. His hands don't move at the same speed, and Pacquiao's more and more assertive.
Right here you see Pacquiao just coming back. He just outfighting him at this stage right
86, 85, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, I tell you, I thought Morales...
I think that has to do with Pacquiao also being a little tired.
He's changed. He always fired back, but I think it's pretty much difficult for him to do it now.
Now it looks almost like Morales is the one who's off balance.
That's the first real knockdown of Erik Morales' career. About the great Erik Morales.
A great victory for Pacquiao.
Brilliant and courageous performance by the pride of the
Of
Philippines.
these wars against outstanding fighters.
Morales has just lost. Another look at knockdown number one.
Complaining about his legs about 3 or 4 rounds earlier. To me, that was indication.
You know that he was done when he got up, that you would be able to get him.